Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at ADA's Cardano. Within this structure, we've moved up to this zone that we were targeting out yesterday, and it is possible that we could look at a completed move within this, where we have this as a fifth wave as shown like this, and we're going to see where we think we're going to go from here. Before we jump into that though, I'd just like to say if you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and why not leave us some feedback down in the comment section below. Okay, so there were a few things we were talking about here. So basically we're talking about this could be a triangle within here and we could look to break to the upside in this fifth wave. Or we're looking at the fact we could have broken down a little bit deeper in this zone and then looked for the fifth wave to come after a bigger retracement here. So there's sort of two ways of looking at this move still, and I'm still not convinced that this is over. Obviously we'd get more evidence of this if we actually break down below this wave 4 point here at this 2620 zone, and we actually start to progress down to this support zone that we were talking about yesterday. So basically within this, if this is a completed move, it's slightly changed now. What we'd be looking for is basically a retracement down to down into this zone here of this 2576 all the way down to this 2468 as a sort of maximum area that we'd be looking for as a B wave within this. So it is possible that we could look to progress to the downside here. An area of interest on the retracement here will be the 0.382 as well, because it lines up quite nicely with this previous fourth wave low here. So it is possible that we could see a move back down into this zone and then have a bounce up and then look to progress back to the downside and go for a deeper retracement. However, there are the other options which we were talking about yesterday, and we're going to go over those now quickly. So we were talking about the potential of having this additional fourth wave here, and for the most part I don't think that this is going to play out. It is still possible until we start to see structure that indicates otherwise. We'll have to see how this move to the downside progresses. If we actually start to break down more vigorously and sort of get that a bigger sell-off here, then it is still possible that we could look for this wave 5, though the structure is indicating to me rather that I think that we are within a bigger wave 4 move here, and we're going to be looking for that diagonal basically. If I just throw this on, that we're looking for this fourth of the diagonal rather. So we'll have to keep an eye on it and see how this progresses, but basically this is still an option. So if we do start to break down here and we come down to and break this 2392 zone, basically this is a little target area that I'll be looking for here at this 2322 to this 2212 zone. So that's what we're looking at here. If I throw this back on for a second, so this is, we were talking about this, it's not a very high confidence count this, but there is potential that we have an extension within this where we could look at this as a 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5 into this high point, and then we could be looking for an additional fourth and fifth in this green wave. So the only thing with this is that effectively the wave 2 would be very small if we were looking at it like this, and we can count it just as a 5 wave movement here. So I don't have a lot of confidence in this, but it is still possible that we could see this additional wave. So effectively with this, what we would want to be doing as a fourth wave would be coming back down. It's actually moved up higher here, so this has changed this target area that we were initially looking at. So sort of the minimum range that I would be looking for on this has already been met, this 236 zone, and what that would be looking at is that 2697 area. And because we've actually come down and we've hit that already, it is possible that we could actually look to push up, although we do need to bear in mind the other option is still also in play. We could also see a move back down towards the 0.382 zone and then looking for one more push to the upside. So the thing within this is this move could apply both for this extension, the way that we're looking at it here, and an alternative way of counting the previous move. So I'm just going to talk about the extension first. So this extension, we could potentially have this fourth, fifth, and then move up one more time in an additional fifth wave. Like I said, I'm not as confident within this count on the extension, but we'll have to see how we react. If we get another move to the upside here, potentially the target area would be off that 382 up here into this zone here of this 2851 to this 2803. This is valid for as long as we stay above the 2506 zone, but we will know once the waves start to get a bit more structure whether it's valid or not. If this does play out effectively, we'd be looking for this wave 5 potentially up into this zone here, and then an additional fourth and a fifth in this yellow 5-wave move. I haven't put in the target of this yet because it depends what happens here, and if we do just break down, then obviously this becomes invalidated. So within this move here, basically we wouldn't want to really see that breakdown past this lower level here. I don't have the thing is that even within this non-extended count here, we can still argue that we still have a fourth and fifth wave to come here as well. And the way that we could look at this, if I move this over here, is instead of counting this as a completed 5-wave move in here, we could actually have this third wave into this high point. This is a fourth wave and this is a fifth wave to the upside. This would mean that we would actually be looking for potentially an additional fourth and fifth wave here. So this previous fourth wave zone here would be of particular interest to me, and seeing how we interact with it. If I just throw a fib onto this, we can see here that basically this zone here, I can delete this box now. Actually, I'll reuse this box. If we put this up into this zone here, we can see that potentially there is the possibility that we could have this additional fourth and fifth wave to the upside. So this is something we just need to bear in mind. If we fail to break down further here, it's possible that we could look for this zone and then look to push back to the upside. So within that, what we'd be looking for is basically this then changing from being a very small fourth and fifth here to this actually being a fourth wave triangle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into this high point, and then this would be 1, 2, 3, and then looking for this fourth and this fifth wave as we have it shown here. So if we move down back into this zone here, so maximum we'd want to go down is sort of this 25.99 zone, and if we did move down to this zone, then effectively we'd still be looking for the potential to push up one more time, and that zone would actually bring us up here into this 28.60 to this 28.06. So this could be a little area that if we do move up would be of interest. If this does play out, then once again we'd be looking for the same potential moves that we were talking about previously, that if we are gonna I don't know why my box has moved, but if we are going to look for continuation here, effectively what we'd be looking for is a move back down into this box area. And if that does happen, then we could look for further progression to the upside. So the key area here to see is basically whether we can manage to hold this yellow box zone. If we do manage to, we could look for that last push to the upside. Though if we do break down past this 25.21, that would actually invalidate this completely, and then we'd have to just treat this as a bigger A wave, a B wave, and looking for that C wave to the upside. So that's what we're looking out for. If we fail to find support in this and we break down past this red line here, then effectively we'd be looking for that fifth wave target we talked about earlier. If we do move down there, then that would be looking for that additional move to the upside as a zigzag for the diagonal fourth wave, sorry. So this is sort of where we are within this. There isn't really much else to say. We need to see how we react around these zones. If we fail to hold these areas, particularly if we start moving down below this 25.99, I would say that it's more likely we're in this B wave, and then we're going to look for that C wave to the upside. Okay, so we're going to leave that video there. I hope you found the video useful. If you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a video. Also, in the description below, you'll find a link to Discord. Why not come to the general chat area and just have a chat with us? You know, mention a member of the staff, and we'll be happy to help you out with anything. Also, in the description below, there's an affiliate link to BYBIT. Really is a great exchange. It's the one we use when we're doing our trading, whether that is spot or leverage. Really is a great exchange. Has great features for risk management within it. So yeah, why not check it out? Okay, so we're going to leave it there. Hope everyone has a great day. Take care of yourself.